Hey, it's Guthrie, and I'm just doing some updates because I haven't done them. I've been distracted with Overwatch. I haven't slept because I went to bed at like 2 and I couldn't sleep because of Overwatch. I'm kind of addicted, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I love it. Um, yeah, so it's in beta, so it gets released in a couple weeks. 24th of May, which is awesome, and I can't wait. So I'm just mucking around with it, and I've mostly been playing. They got like this weekly brawl thing where you don't get to pick what hero you play, and every time you die, you come back as a different hero, which is pretty cool. I've been enjoying that. I'm not the greatest at the game, but I enjoy it, and that's what's important. Um, so yeah, stitching wise, Stitch Mania is happening. Um, I haven't been stitching as much because of Overwatch. Um, but I have started two projects. I changed um, some of them. I have to update my calendar. What's today? Today is the 5th. And today's a new start, and it's the Home Sweet Home mini kit thingy. Alright, I can do that later. So far I have started. I will show you. Just put that in there. So day one, I started Tom Hiddleston. So that's what I've done so far. Um, not a whole lot, but there's something there. Day two was a whip day, so I was alternating between Tom Hiddleston and my Heaven and Earth mini Ravenkin, which at the moment I'm doing the challenge. So that's what I've done so far. Like this sort of part here. I need to really crack down and do a lot more on that one though. I gotta roll it in fabric back up because it's everywhere. And then the third was this kit, little poppy card. So that's what I'm working on right now. And yesterday was a whip day, and I just worked on the poppy card, which really doesn't look like shit right now. So today will be, let's get it out now, just so I don't look around with it later. Where is it? There it is. So today will be Home Sweet Home, this little one. The third was supposed to be the wolf kit from Dimensions, but I decided to change that because I knew Overwatch was starting and I didn't want to start a big thing. Also because I took this poppy kit, this one, with me on Tuesday because I was intending to start it while I was over at placement or something and just, do that. Now that is a whole story where I'm going to rant a bit while I'm stitching because, yeah. So where I live is, it's not too far from a train station. The only downside is a lot of our buses still have stairs, which is a problem. It's very much a problem, especially because, let me get a piece of paper so I can demonstrate this too. Yeah, there's a book. Let's find a blank page. There's a blank page. Okay. I'm going to... This is annoying. This annoyed the fuck out of me, right? So I live... let's say I live here. This is really awkward. Alright, so I live here. I can get a bus from here to Mount Druitt. Let's see if I can write upside down. I can write it upside down, but it's not neat. But, yeah. Okay, so Mount Druitt. And I need to get to Doonside. So, on the train line, I'm going to put 4 because that's what I need to do. On the train line, we have Mount Druitt, and then it goes to Ruddy Hill, and then to Doonside, and then Blacktown. Alright? So, that's basically the train line right near where I live. So I get this side. Okay, we'll do it. This is really frustrating. Right, so I get a bus to Mount Druitt. I get on the train, and instead of just going to Doonside, which is where I need to go, I have to go to Blacktown, get on a bus that goes from Blacktown back to Doonside, just to get there, because Doonside and Ruddy Hill don't have ramps and don't have lifts. Now, on Tuesday, I left here at 7:20 in the morning. I left a little early because I thought, hey, I can get an earlier bus, I can get there a bit earlier, just in case something happens. So, 7:25, I was at the bus stop. I sat at the bus stop for probably about an hour, waiting for a bus, because the first 3 buses that showed up had stairs. When I got to Mount Druitt, I went straight to the train station, jumped on the train. I got to Blacktown at 8:50. I left at 7:20. And then I went straight to the bus stop to get to Doonside. The bus that pulled up just after 9 had stairs. And I asked the driver, hey, this was supposed to be an accessible service. Was the wrong bus picked up from the depot or something? Oh, no. The wheelchair accessible buses for this route don't start until after 10 o'clock in the morning. So, I ended up calling, and I decided that I had to quit the placement because it should not take me almost 3 hours to get from Emerton to Doonside just because they can't be asked to put a fucking lift in. It should not take me longer to get just a few suburbs over. Like, if I could drive, this would be a 20-minute drive at maximum. It should not take me 3 hours to get there. It takes less time for me to get to the city and get to the CBD. It takes me an hour and a half with a bus and a train to get to the CBD. It took me 3 hours. It was going to take me, worked out to be like 3.5 hours for me to have gotten to Doonside Station. And that would have put me there. I would have got to Doonside Station at 10:30, and then I would have had to get to the place, like to the placement place, and I wouldn't have been there. It would have been like an hour, more than an hour late. Like, just because they don't have a fucking ramp or a lift there. Like, fucking seriously. So, I spoke to the chick who runs the place, and I said, look, it's taken me 2 hours just to get to Blacktown. And I don't know, I really wanted to do the placement there. But without being able to drive and get myself there, because it's unpredictable too, and that's the other thing. Is because, sometimes the bus drivers do pick up a non-accessible bus when it's supposed to be an accessible bus. Yeah, so it's a fucking shit of a thing, and I'm pissed, but we sort of both decided while we were talking that it's probably too much for me to do. Because then I got to think too, if it's going to take me 3 hours to get there, how long is it going to take me to get home, considering my finishing hour I was going to finish at 3:30, which is when all the school kids finish too. So, You're probably thinking, oh, that's no big deal, but for whatever fucking reason, where am I? There. For whatever fucking reason, they decided that when school kids get out and there's that big rush of people who finish school at 3, there are no accessible buses at all. There's no accessible buses between like 2 o'clock and like 4 p.m. on like 80% of the routes. So, yeah. Which is bullshit. Like, yeah. I would dream of the day where we have a fully accessible bus fleet and every train station has a lift. And that's not just in where I live, that's all over fucking New South Wales and the rest of Australia too. Like, I hate to imagine what it's like to live somewhere that's rural, because that'd be fucked. But, yeah, that's... Yeah, so now I'm only doing placement at one place, and I'm bummed about it. I feel so shitty too, like... I hate saying, yes, I'll do this thing, and I'm happy to do this thing, and well, now I can't, and, like, I know it's mostly out of my control, and, like, I don't earn enough money from Centrelink. I'm not really earning money, but I don't really get enough money from Centrelink to justify taking a cab each way, or even just 2 there, because that's still for, that, if I just got cabs from my place to there, even though it's 20 minutes, it's $20 to $30 just for the trip, and I'd have to do it 4 times a fortnight, and I just can't afford that. So, yeah. So I had to quit it, and I feel like shit. But I'm starting, I'm going to get my first couple of placement hours on Friday night. The youth centre does this midnight basketball night, and I'm going to be volunteering for it. But I'm kind of worried because it looks like the chick who caused everyone so much trouble in the certificate 4 at TAFE last year might have volunteered for the program too. So I may have to deal with that motherfucker again. And yeah. I told Andrew last night that I think that she's applied to be a volunteer there. And Andrew was just like, alright, well, if she say you message me and I'm coming down. Because, yeah. After the shit she pulled. He's not impressed. No one's impressed. Like, she's a fucking idiot. But, yeah. If I have to deal with her again. Yeah. But at least I guess this way I sort of have more of an in, because I'm actually volunteering with the centre itself, not just for this one thing. So I don't know, maybe I can talk to my supervisor and just be like, yo, this is the chick who bullied me and a bunch of other people in the certificate, so just make sure we are nowhere near each other, because she's a raging dickhole. Yeah. So that's gonna happen, probably. I know my luck, it's probably gonna happen. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading the pattern. It's like a tiny pattern, and the symbols are very like each other, so... But, yeah. I will try and finish this one today before I start the other one. That'd be nice. I've done something. There's just not a lot of time in between Overwatch matches. Like, usually, when I'm stitching, when I'm playing WoW or something, I'm stitching in between, like, I'm stitching during queue times and all that sort of stuff. It's just not long enough in Overwatch. Not that that's a bad thing, as I enjoy it, but, yeah, there's just not a lot of time to really stitch. I get 2 or 3 stitches in, and then I usually have to click something or do something, so... The other thing, I still haven't got the videos off my camera to start editing, which I should probably do today. but in all honesty, it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, because Overwatch. The upside, though, I did do a TAFE unit. I completed it, did the test and everything. It was freaking easy as shit. So I did it, it's done. That's another one I can check off my list. And I did actually make a list of all my assessments so I can keep track of them. And I've, noted down which ones I've got to do on placement and which ones I've just got to do. And yeah, I've downloaded all the assessments. They're in a folder on my computer. So I don't even have to log into the online portal thingy to get them. I've got everything that I need for them. Two of them I have to organize how I'm going to do them because I have the option of either doing them in person with a TAFE supervisor, or I can film them and send them in on a DVD and get them marked that way. But if I do it that way, I've got to have people play act with me because they're role plays. So yeah. What else? What else? That's about it, really. There's not a whole lot happening. There's just a lot of annoying little shit. I guess that's pretty much the story of life, though. Anything else I needed to mention? Not that I can think of. Haven't got any stash, have I? I got two new coloring books. But that's, yeah. I should actually probably film those ones before I take everything off my camera, so then I've got extra to put up. That also means I have extra to edit, and right now my motivation is Overwatch. Yeah. I will actually put some videos up of Overwatch. My original ones, they didn't turn out the way that I wanted them to, so I didn't end up uploading them. You can probably see because it's not on my channel. So I've been filming some of the games that I've been playing. I'll just upload those. And I've been doing it properly this time. 1, 2, 3. Done. Yeah, so I hate it when they get the little fucking knots and they just won't fucking undo. Little bastards. Yeah. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do some stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.